My name is Ramazan Aygun and I am an Associate Professor of Computer Science with a joint appointment in the School of Data Science and Analytics in the College of Computing and Software Engineering. I am also Director of the Center for Research Computing. While studying at my high school in Turkey, I had the opportunity of taking computer programming classes. At that time, we had a small computer lab with Amstrad PCs. Using basic programming language, I even developed a simplistic tracking game. This exposure to programming guided me to choose my major in computer science at Bilkent University in Turkey. My research interest on database systems has developed during my senior year, while my project team was working on a nested transaction model for active database systems. After joining Middle East Technical University for Master of Science degree, I wanted to study in the area of database systems, which then grew into a desire to obtain a PhD, and I decided to apply to colleges in the US. I first worked on multimedia networking in collaboration with a senior PhD student at the Database and Multimedia Group at the State University of New York at Buffalo. During my studies, I combined both aspects of temporal and spatial browsing and coined the term spatio-temporal browsing of multimedia presentations. This work later led to a National Science Foundation grant at the University of Alabama in Huntsville when I was an assistant professor. One of the critical milestones in my career happened when Dr. Joe Ng introduced Dr. Mark Pusey, working at Express Genes Inc. at that time, who is one of the leading experts on protein crystallization. Their goal is to build a fluorescence microscope, which was later named as Crystal X2, and they needed assistance on software development to analyze data. It was interesting, but software development is not research. Anyway, I have agreed to collaborate with Dr. Pusey, believing our seed work will sprout. And this collaboration was very fruitful, and we were able to win several National Institutes of Health Small Business Technology Transfer grants. The major idea in this study was to automate the process of analysis of protein crystallization trials. In a drug discovery, knowing protein structure plays a vital role. And if a protein is crystallized, methods such as X-ray crystallography can be applied to determine its 3D structure. The novelty in our technique was to simplify the image analysis of protein crystallization trial images by adding fluorescence dye to the solution. When fluorescence dye attaches to the protein crystal, it would glow when exposed to a light source with the corresponding wavelength. This would enable quick detection of forming crystals. Initially, our work grew around building the microscope and image analysis. In a later stage, we have considered using prior experimental results based on crystallization trial scoring, leading to screening research. Later, this protein crystallization research led to spatiotemporal protein crystal growth, schema integration and data integration for protein crystallization screening, mobile fluorescence imaging, visualization tool for scored crystallization plates, focal stacking, and real-time crystallization scoring. Dr. Pusey and I also co-authored a book titled Data Analytics for Protein Crystallization. My diverse research earned me significant experience to join KSU as a Director for Research Computing. As the Director of Research Computing, I would like to ensure that the voices of our faculty and researchers are heard and let them know that there are at least several people who are here to help their computing needs. I highly encourage our faculty and students to reach out to us so that we learn about their research, collaborate in their proposals, provide assistance for developing competitive proposals or on their existing projects.